What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be doing another tier list. This one's going to be based on a video game. So I know it's been a while since I beat Psychonauts. I've been wanting to make a mental worlds tier list, kind of like how I did with the first game for the second game. So that is exactly what we're going to do right now. So I have a tier list set up here that has both the first game and the second game's mental worlds on here. So obviously we're only going to be doing the second game, and we're not going to be comparing it to the first in any way. We're just going to be doing it based on my enjoyment, what I thought about the level, and so on and so forth. So we're going to start right now with I forgot the fucking guy's name, but it's the guy whose husband is the Ox King. We basically you get to this area at the end of the game. You have to follow a moth around that's carrying seeds, and you gotta plant the seeds. And then there's a whole boss fight at the end where you're fighting three characters. I think it's like one of them is man, I just do not remember any of the characters' names. Fucking Forward Crawler. There's another one that's Cassie, and there's another one that's somebody else. I think it's the scientist dude, but honestly, I really didn't fuck with the parts where you were kind of like wandering in the water on the raft. And to be honest, I didn't really fuck with chasing the moth around either. Wasn't really my favorite, to be honest. So I'm gonna give it like just middle of the road B tier, pretty mid to be honest. Next up, we have one of Ford's fragments that you find. This is obviously the one in the bowling alley. I actually really like this one. I liked rolling the ball around into different areas and going around the map. I don't remember there being a whole lot of enemies. I don't remember there being a boss fight at the end of this one. I don't think any of Ford's mines had boss fights at the end. But I actually think this was the first one I did. Yeah, no, the male one was. But this one was definitely my favorite. I just like the aesthetic of it. Kind of reminded me of Lungfishopolis from the last game, and that was obviously my favorite level in the last game. It reminded me a lot of that, and it's kind of gross though with like the mucus and shit going around and stuff. But overall, the game the level was enjoyable. I'm gonna put that A. Here we got Cassiopeia's Minds, where you learn the ability to like flatten yourself, make like an alter ego type deal. It was okay. The boss fight was probably my favorite part of it, where you had to throw like the different pieces at the Cassie, and there's like she had like a bit of split personalities. You have one that's like criminal. There was one that was like a teacher, and there was another one. All of her split personalities, and you combine them to fight the. You all work together to fight the Cassiopeia that's currently occupying her mind. I thought it was really cool. And unlocking the little helper dude was unlocked new areas and stuff. So yeah, I'll put it up there. I'll put it like slightly more than the bowling alley one. I can tell. Okay, this is the what's his name, Compton or something. The guy who like has himself in the isolation chamber. We had to cook food. Honestly, this part really fucked me up. The parkour in this one was very difficult, especially for some reason on the stove part. I'd always get fucking burnt. I don't know why. But aesthetically and just like the mood and vibe of the entire thing, like having it being a game show and you gotta put ingredients together at a certain time frame to get the prize and shit. I actually really like this one too. This one was a good one. The whole game show and stuff. Really cool. Now this one, I'm probably gonna say it was my least favorite in the game, if I'm being honest. I don't know what it was. The parkour in it was just not my favorite, and flying around fucking mail and shit, and you'll go on the wrong one, fall to your fucking death and shit. Like, there's a few spots on this in this one that I just got completely fucking stuck, and that's probably mainly my fault because I just wasn't thinking or whatever. But wasn't my favorite aesthetically. Wasn't my favorite, and the parkour wasn't my favorite. And this is gonna deep. This is gonna. I don't know why it's on F. This is going my deep tier. It's literally my least favorite. Out of both games, that was my least favorite. Then we have Barber Cruller, which has like the lice and shit rolling around, and you gotta do different ways of like making them disappear so you can progress. The first part really stumped me on how to get rid of the lice, but the latter parts really weren't that bad. Really hard to say grade this one, so I'm just gonna put it in B tier in the middle. Next up, we have the that one chick's name that was standing in for head of the Psychonauts. Don't remember her name. She had like the gambling thing where you had to do because her mind was switched to where she had to gamble and you had to fix it back using the mental connections and stuff. Some of the mental connection puzzles fucked me up early on. Aesthetically, I really like the casino look of it. It goes from like a hospital to a casino and where she gambling and shit. You kind of go into her backstory as why she became a psychonaut. I really like this one. I'm actually gonna put this one pretty high. I really like the casino look. I'm going right there. Now we have the Psy King. After he gets his brain from the thing, you go inside his brain to fix him, which is actually the Oxford or whatever the fuck his name is. I don't remember his name. But you're basically going around getting his senses together so he doesn't have a panic attack, and that's when you first face the panic attacks, which were an enemy that I never really figured out throughout the entirety of the game. I never really figured out the panic attacks. They always fucked me up. The world itself looked really cool, and you get to drive around like a little pseudo free roam while you put the band back together and shit. I mean, pretty much, I think out of all of them, this one might be my favorite. We'll see. I'm putting it up in S tier. I like bringing the characters back together. Each character were a different part of the Psychic Six, and you see him change as you get more and more senses, and then they get the band back there, they play, and they fight Maligula at the end. It was really cool. This one, I'm guessing, is Dr. Lobato's mind. I don't remember anything about this one at all. I'm just going to put in B tier at the bottom. I really don't remember anything about that one. What is this one? Oh, that's from the first game. Yep, that's that one guy's mind. I don't think this is from the first game. It looks too high, like too high quality for it to be the first game. But I genuinely don't know what it is. Because I believe this one is the cards one in the last game, the painters. Pretty sure that was the Tsar of Grulovia's one right here. This is Tsar of Grulovia. This one was mainly on rails, but it's kind of cool to see the backstory of Grulovia or whatever the fuck it is, the place that Raz is from. It's seeing the backstory of the Tsar who was playing as Nick from the mailroom. Did we ever get Nick's brain back throughout the game? Nick's actual body is the Tsar, but he goes into the head of the Psychonauts' mind so he can play tricks on everybody else. But as you're going through, you see how he does it and shit, and there's some cool little puzzles interlaced throughout it. So I'm gonna put that like high A tier, probably top A tier. I'm trying to figure out what the fuck this is. This might be from Psychonauts 2. This might be the Maligula fight instead of Nona's mind or something. I don't really remember much about this one. We'll just put it on top of B, I guess. What is this one? Is that when the hospital gets turned into a casino? I'm guessing that's what it is. In that case, this will go where this one was, and then this will go to like right here. I thought they were both in the same. So this is when it's just a hospital, and this is when it gets turned into a casino right here. Right there. That should be everything. This is all. I kind of blasted through that one. I didn't really take a whole lot of time to explain my reasoning through all these. Yeah, this one was my least favorite because I hated the parkour sections of it and the moving fucking mail pieces. The envelopes and shit. I just didn't fuck with that. And this is my favorite because it just looks vibrant. I love seeing the Psy King get changed as it gives you like a sense of progression throughout. Seeing the Psy King get his senses back by putting the band together and shit. And the analogy is really cool. And all these are kind of like forgettable, and I don't really remember. Like I really don't remember this one, so I'm gonna put that as C tier actually. Same with that one. I really did not fuck with that one. But yeah, pretty even spread here. A lot of A tiers. I really like the aesthetic of this game, so it's pretty understandable why I put these so high. But let me know what you think in the comments. If you beat the game, where would you rank these worlds in your opinion? I would love to know. And yeah, that's gonna be the end of this video. This was like my little quick opinion on the worlds of Psychonauts 2. And if you have not played Psychonauts 2 and you're watching this video, you should definitely play it because that game is fucking gas. It should be free on Game Pass. So anyway, guys, it's not a sponsorship by the way, but anyway, guys, hope you guys enjoyed the video once again, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.